What's going on, everybody? Today we are going to be coding Pong on stream, seeing if I can do it on stream in, the least amount of time. Actually, this needs to be a stopwatch. There we go. Okay. So, essentially, I'm going to be using P5, which is a JavaScript library that manages graphics and vectors and makes it easy for me to draw to the screen, and that is why I'm using it. And that's about all. If you happen to enjoy, give it a like, and I'm going to be trying to do this every day, so a game a day, and if you have a suggestion for a game, just tell me. So let's get this started. Begin. First thing we need to do is declare the doc type in the index.html, and that's what I'm doing here. All we need is a head tag, close and open. Let's get some scripting in here. Type, I'm pretty sure it's text JavaScript, and src equals, this one's going to be, I'm going to make this sketch.js, and that is the name of the JavaScript file. So if I do that and copy and paste, now we gotta link the P5 library, and that is p5min.js. There we go. I'm actually going to order these a tad differently. There we go. So within sketch.js, here I'll refresh this. This is what it should look like. Within sketch.js, P5 will look in it for a function named setup. If you've ever worked with Java, it's kind of like the main method. And it also calls for a draw loop. And this is run 60 times per second, as fast as it can go. And then, let's see, the setup is just run once, so we will do create canvas, and this will be 600 by 400, and then draw, we will say background 51. There we go, and we've got our game, or at least the background to the game. What's up, first page? You've got a project, dude? I'm in summer. I don't know about you. That is a bummer, though, I gotta say. It's okay, you can do that later. I'm joking. Anyways, let's get this going. So, obviously, we are going to need two paddles. Let's do var paddle1, var paddle2. You know what? I'm gonna make these all in one line just because JavaScript allows it, that's why. Now that we have these, I'm actually going to, within setup, say paddle1 equals, I'm gonna do a create vector, which is essentially just an object that can hold a magnitude. It's just a vector, and it can hold coordinates and positioning, and yes. So we're going to make these both 0, 0 for now, just for testing purposes. Then we need to draw the paddles. So we are going to say, we are going to do a rectangle, and we're going to say paddle1 dot x, paddle1 dot y. Yes, that should be good. With a width of 20, maybe 20 pixels should be good, and a height of 100. Let's do the same for paddle2, right here. Just change those to paddle2. Let's see what this gives us. This gives us a paddle. It's only one right now, though. I'm going to actually make them a little bit slimmer. That should be fine. So they're stacked on top of each other right now, and that is because we need to set the paddles to, actually, you know what, these don't even need to be a vector, but whatever. Let's set, you know what, let's actually make it as simple as possible. So this is actually going to be 0, and this also is going to be 0. They don't even need an x coordinate, really. that can be completely static. So if we do 20 pixels inward, and if we do width minus 20 pixels, then we can actually just say paddle 1, paddle 2, and this is where we get our paddles. So if we do now, okay, so actually we want these at height. Whoa, no, razor, I mean, height divided by 2, and then we're going to subtract the half of the height from the paddle. So that's just going to be those, minus 50. So there we go, they're starting in the middle. Now, we want to constrain the, here, we'll say, draw paddles. There we go, nice. And then here we will say, constrain paddles. So, what we need to do is say, paddle 1 equals constrain, yes, okay. And we're going to constrain paddle 1 to a y value of 0 and a y value of actually it's going to be height minus 100. So we're going to do that for both. Oh, should be an E in there. And then we are going to actually we're going to do this in a separate line. Yes, okay, let's make a function real quick. And let's name it handle key presses. Actually, just handle keys, because that is a long name. Handle keys, we're just gonna call this, obviously you know what it's doing, but handling, actually handle input, we'll just say it's doing that. So, in P5, there is an easy thing you can check if a key is down or not. And I don't know if you guys can really see this because the timer might be in the way. I'd like some extra white space in here, so I'm gonna add some. I don't like adding white space. I just kind of go along as I do, but whatever. What's going on, Chris? How you doing? So an easy way we can do this is, okay, first we're gonna be checking player 1 controls. Oh, why did it do that? Oh, because I hit save. And we're gonna say if, hang on, let me get a sip of water. We can do key is down. This is just going to check if the key is down. Else actually if key is down, and we will fill in these later. But right now I'm just going to kind of, I don't like how it formats like this. Player 2 controls, key is down. We're going to check if the key, actually, okay, hang on one second. Let me move this over. There we go. I'm going to shift it so that it's only occupying Google. Okay. So if key is down, we have to check, okay, player 1 is going to be W and S. So W, I don't even know the keys. Keyboard key code. There we go. Let's check for these. So we have W. Here we go. 87. So we check if 87 is down, and that is going to make them, let's say that they need to move up. In this one, they are going to move down. There we go. This is going to be S, and that is 83. 83. There we go. Now, what we can do is, here, I'm gonna copy this because I want well-commented code. So if key is down, and this is going to be up, arrow, down, arrow. There we go. So that's that. That's the movement. Now we just need the velocity. So var paddle. We could refactor these. I kind of want to refactor these little. Can I do here? Okay. P1. We're just calling it P1, P2. Paddle 1, paddle 1, paddle 1, paddle 2, paddle 2, paddle 2. I gotta not do that. I gotta not be so caught up in the names of the variables. But we are going to say, why is the stream offline? Apparently the stream is offline. I don't understand OBS sometimes, but I'm gonna continue because why not? So we are going to create a couple of variables: var p1 velocity, p2 velocity. So that's that. Oh, it's not? It's telling me it is, and I seriously don't understand why. Gosh. Let's see. Okay, let's do, if we want to move up, that's p1 velocity plus equals, let's say 5. And let's say, oop, didn't mean that. Say minus equals 5. Same thing here, p2 velocity plus equals 5. And then same thing here, p2 velocity minus equals 5. There we go. That should be good. Now, handle keys. Actually, I'm going to name this handle movement because it's going to do much more than just handling the keys. We are going to say p2v times equals 0.4, and what this will do is, hang on, let me finish typing it out. It will kind of slow them down. It'll kind of give the illusion of friction. Let's add that in quotes because it's a game and you can't really have friction. So we have the constraints. This should work. No. Hang on. We have handle movement in here. Oh, my bad. We actually have to, I'm going to move them here. Here we go. So we gotta constrain them, but first we are going to say p1v plus, no, p1, because this is just the location, plus equals p1v, and then p2 plus equals p2v. There we go. So that's the friction. I'm going to move this above. And that should be good. Now, should be fine. Nope. Okay. Okay, well, they're there for a little bit. And the reason is, let's see. Oh. P1v equals 0, P2v equals 0. Can I actually, I think I can do P2v equals. And I'm pretty sure I could do, didn't do that. Okay. P1 equals P2 equals, there we go. Okay. I should probably, yes, okay, so now, okay, well they're inverted. This is funny. If you're good at inversing them, or playing like that, then kudos to you, but I reckon that 99% of people probably don't play like that, but that's just an assumption and could be wrong. So there we go. Okay, what was happening there is that it was actually moving me up when I was hitting down, and that's because this is not a Cartesian plane, as they say. The y value for 0 is actually at the top, whereas when you think of a regular plane in algebra or geometry, the y value is normally at the bottom, or the y0 is normally at the bottom. Well, actually, technically, it's in a quadrant. It's part of, anyways. So we have handle inputs, handle paddles. So essentially we've got that done. Let's break that up. So I'm going to function can't type, let's see, handle ball. So it's going to handle, it's actually not gonna, yeah, it'll just handle ball. So we're gonna rename this. I'm such a I don't know why I can never make my mind up with the names. Let me get a sip of water. That sounded weird. Now we're just going to handle the ball. So now we've got to handle ball. In all honesty, that is completely irrelevant. So if we do, this will handle the velocity of the ball. We've got to draw the ball. Let me do that first. It makes it easier. Draw ball. And let's say, so ball is actually going to be a vector. So ball equals create vector, and it's going to be random. We're going to say -1 to 1. You know what? Let's make it 2. And let's copy that. There we go. And 1 second. Okay, my bad. Let's see. So now we do random. So now we've got the ball with a random vector. This is going to handle the velocity. So actually no, this is going to be the 1 second. I apologize. Let's see. So this is going to be the ball velocity. Let's keep this. I'm just going to rename it to that. And we're going to say ball velocity. There we go. And ball equals create vector. Let's make sure this is width divided by 2, height divided by 2. Oh. There we go. Okay. So we're going to draw the ball. So ellipse. And we are going to do it at ball.x, ball.y. And we are going to say a radius of 20. Let's try that. Neato. So now we have an ellipse right there. Let's go here. Handling the ball should be pretty simple. We just kind of add on to the velocity of it. So we say ball.x plus equals ball velocity.x, and ball.y plus equals ball velocity.y. So there we go. Now it's floating in space. But we want it to ricochet off of the top and bottom. And let's do this. If ball.x, actually y, is greater than the height. So it's great if it's greater than the height, then that means it's going to be at the bottom which we kind of want that, but we want the height minus the ball.radius, or the ball's, the radius of the ball itself. So the radius is 10, and its diameter is 20. So if this happens, then I'm just going to keep that for now. So if that happens, we want it to ricochet. So we say ball.y times equals -1. This just kind of inverts it, makes it go in a ricochet pattern, kind of. So if we do ball.y less than 0, it's going to do that for both of them. Let's try it. Okay, that didn't work, and I'm not sure why not. Oh, that's why. It's the ball velocity that needs to change. So if you do that, there we go. Now it gets multiplied by -1, and it should be good. So, yeah, I'm liking it. Now what we need to do is, I'm actually even going to delete those, but okay, so this is collisions with the top and bottom collisions. So now we need to do let's do paddle collisions. There we go. Okay. So now here comes the more difficult part. So we need to check whether the ball itself, if the x coordinate lands between this point and this point on the paddle. So if ball, actually no, ball.y, my bad. You know what, let's actually check for the x coordinate. Ball.x is less than, and we need to kind of check, get this point right here, essentially, which is 20. So it's less than 20, then we check for a collision. So that's checking if that is working. So now we can do ball.x is greater than, and we need to check it with this one. One thing I actually messed up on is that it needs to be like that, because I was subtracting only the position of it. I need to also subtract the width of the rectangle, so this will be slightly moved over. I messed up. There we go. Okay. Simple error. We're good. So, now what we need to do is we need to, so this would be right side and left side. So if it's greater than height or width minus 30, there we go. So that's going to be checking if it goes greater than this side. Now what we do is check if the x position falls on the actual width of, or the length of the paddle itself. So we have the ball x checked out. Now we need to check if ball y is, it's got to be less than the height of the paddle. So the paddle we're checking for is paddle 1. And it's also got to be greater than, it's got to be greater than the bottom of the paddle, or the rest of the paddle. So plus 100. So that, if that is true, then we say ball dot or ball velocity x times equals -1. So that's that. Oh, didn't mean that. Okay, copy. There we go. And now we check for P2. And that should be good for that. Okay, so that was not what I intended for it to start out like. It's quite slow. Come on. Oh, okay. Well, we have an error. So we checked if it's less than... We checked if it's less than this. Actually, in reality, we need to... I think what we need to do is add the movement already. So we do this. Let's try this. If it doesn't work, then I'd like to go back to the other way of doing things. Nope, we are having trouble still. Let's actually do 4, 4, 4, 4. There we go. So if the ball x is less than 20, in reality, I think it kind of needs to be 30. That may solve one problem. So let's actually set this equal to, and we are going to say console.log flag, or we're just going to say P1. There we go. Let's do P2 there. Oh, didn't mean that. That is, oh gosh. Let's just do 4, 4. Okay, so that kind of worked. So yes, that worked. Now let's do, if this happens, we're going to console, here, I'm going to move this in there, console.log P1, and let's add these onto this one also, console.log P2, there we go. Okay, let's try this. So let's restart it. Okay. Okay. No, okay. Oh, we're not on a Cartesian plane. I need to reverse these, I'm pretty sure. I mess this up every time. Let's do that. There we go. Voice is getting harder to speak. Nice. Okay, now we have all of that done. I can just kind of delete this. I don't know. I like making it condensed. It's just a thing I'm crazy about. So I'm going to also move this there. There we go. That should be fine. If we do, this is going to be, I'm just going to set the random, I guess. Now, this is fine. I'm going to keep that there. Now what we have to do is check for the scoring. Oh, wait. Oh, no. I don't think I've been paying attention. No. Gosh. Okay, so that's happening. Oh, here we go. So if it's greater, or if it's less than, and it needs to also not be behind it. I thought I could get away with it not being behind, but no. So, you know what we are going to do? We are going to actually just kind of test, so, var p1 dist equals, and we're just going to say, you know what, never mind. Since they're all static, there's no real reason to do it the way I was going to do it. it's also got to be greater than 20. Or, yeah, 20. We'll just go for 20. So it's going to be that, and it's also going to be less than width minus 10. Minus 10. There we go. Oh, my bad. I don't know if it needs to be minus 10 or minus 20. Yes, minus 20, I'm pretty sure. Let's go for it. So now we shouldn't have that problem. It should go through. Now, if it moves past actually no, we need to check if it's like that. My bad, I messed up. We need to check if, then we say, then the score is added for, let's actually keep these. We would say var p1 score, p2 score. There we go. And we're going to set these to 0. p1s equals p2s equals 0. There we go. And we're going to say p1s plus plus, because player 1 actually just won there. And what we actually don't need to do is, yeah, let's actually go for a reset. I'll create a reset function. Now what we need to do is say if, and I'm just going to copy this and paste it in there, and we're going to say p2s plus plus and reset. So this is going to be out of bounds. I'm going to say right side. You know what? Or this is actually going to be left side, right? I'm not sure. Out of bounds. We're going to say right paddle. Left paddle. There we go. Looking good. So far, I think this is going to be good. Let's check it. Reset is not defined. That's correct. So what we need to do is say, I'm going to actually create the function here. Function reset. We're going to say ball.x equals width divided by 2, or here. Ball equals create vector width divided by 2, height divided by 2. So that's that. It should just keep its original value. Now if we have that, I am actually just going to kind of say, you know what, I'm keeping that. We are breaking after this. So return, and we are going to say, oh, we need reset, return. So if it's greater than 20, then I don't know if we want to do that quite yet. Whatever, we're doing it like that. I was gonna say, because once it hits just barely outside of it, it's gonna reset. So what I kind of want to do is do what I kind of want to do is say if ball.x, you know what, we're going for it. No, okay, yeah, we're just gonna keep it like this. We should be fine. Let's now handle the scoreboard. So if we do draw scoreboard, there we go. And what I'm gonna do is actually do call a text, And let's actually do, I think I can just say text align center text size and we can say like 30. Okay, and then we can say text p1 score concatenated with, let's do that, concatenated with p2 score. There we go. Actually, my bad, I did not have the width divided by 2, and the height is going to be 50. There we go. That's that. Now, oh, we do have a problem. So, I'm going to make this 10. I'm also going to make this 10. No, it always likes to... Oh, no. This needs to be greater than. And this one needs to be less than. There we go. Okay, hang on. There we go. Nice. So now we have this neat neat game going. When we reset the vector, actually, okay, let's do fill white real quick. Fill. There we go. Okay, so that worked. 255. So that's the color. And what we have lastly is going to be the whenever it hits a paddle, it's going to not only create a new vector, it's not only going to reflect, it's also, I think what I want it to do is say ball v dot molt, and we'll multiply this by 1.1. There we go. It'll be increasingly harder. Let's do that. It'll increasingly get harder. That's my, that's what I was going for. So now, instead of creating a random vector, we are actually going to say random, let's see, random for, I kind of want to do a plus or minus, but ball, here, you know what we'll do? -1 to 1, and then -1 to 1, and then we're going to say ball v dot molt by 3. There we go. Nice. So when we do that, we are good to go. I think it should be getting faster and faster. I think. I'm not exactly sure. If we do... Oh snap, this gets crazy. Oh goodness. What I really need is a... Oh gosh. Yeah, this gets increasingly difficult. Oh goodness. Oh gosh. Oh yes, and then there we go. What I need now is a... You know what we're gonna do instead of resetting it? Actually, okay. Random between 1 and 1.1. There we go. No, we're just gonna do 1.1. Random 1.1. That's what we're doing. I'm so indecisive about this. Technically, we're done. I'm just kind of adding stuff. Now, if we do, what I want to do in reset, we're going to say ball v equals create vector, and we're going to say ball. What should we do? I'm not sure. Dot. How do we constraint? Is there like a vector property? P5 reference vector. P5 vector. Now if we have subtracts, I don't want to do that. Magnitude, no. So if we set mag, here we go. Dot set mag. I want to set it to 2, and that's also what I'm going to set this one to. Set mag. Let's set it to 2. Let's try that. There we go. Let's actually set it to 3. Should be good. Set this one to 3. And there we go. We have our finished Pong. And yeah, that's about all. That's all I got today. That was the game. If you have a suggestion for another game, feel free to hit me up on the social medias, Twitter or something, and recommend a game. Whoa, that was odd. Yeah, that's very odd. So if it's in between those, we want to. Oh crap, dude. Don't worry about that. I could possibly make it seem a little bit less weird, but that's the thing you get when you have the collision detection set up like it is. So that's about all. Thank you guys for watching, and if you have enjoyed, please be sure to you know what? No. What we're gonna do, we're actually going to console.log. I'm fixing it. I can't do it. Console.log ball v.x. Okay. So if we do this, and I kind of want to have it the opposite way. There we go. Okay, so it's a 2.4, and on this one it is it's not logging. So if we do a random one like this, can I just say what I need is to see if ball v.x is greater than 0. If it's already greater than 0, then we kind of want it to we do want it to multiply by -1. Not if it isn't, though. And we do not also want to multiply the velocity, because that would make it seem odd also. Let's do the same thing here. If we do if ball velocity.x is less than 0, then we do not, or no, only if it's greater than, then we do it. There we go. That should do it. Let's see. Let's try and get the same exact. Yes, that fixed that problem when you hit it from the side. Should be good. That's about all. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow, I think I'll be making some sort of game. We'll see though. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.